So today we're going to be talking about adding and subtracting linear expressions. And you'll see that they are similar, although the process is a little different. Make sure you have these notes downloaded into GoodNotes so that you can copy them as we're going. And also make sure you have a bag of Algeblocks, as we'll also be using those throughout the lesson. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to first talk about adding linear expressions, and then we'll move into subtracting linear expressions. Now, the first thing you might be wondering as we go through this lesson is, what is a linear expression? Well, a linear expression is an algebraic expression in which the variable is raised only to the first power. So let's write that down. So what is a linear expression? An algebraic expression in which the variable is raised to the first power. All right. So let's just review some examples of linear expressions and nonlinear expressions. A linear expression could be 5x, whereas a nonlinear expression would be 5x squared. Notice that it's now raised to a power other than 1. Another linear expression might be 3x plus 2, whereas a nonlinear expression would be 3x squared plus 2. Another linear expression might be x minus 7, whereas a nonlinear expression would be x to the 4th power minus 7. So you can see the difference there. In our linear expressions, all of our variables are raised only to the first power, whereas nonlinear expressions can be raised to other powers. We will only be working with linear expressions during these lessons. One very important, essential question that we'll be looking at is, how is adding linear expressions similar to simplifying expressions? So you recently learned about simplifying expressions. As we're going through this lesson, try to think about, what are the connections between the two ideas? How are they similar? How are they related? How are you using your knowledge of simplifying expressions to help you add linear expressions? All right, let's move on. Now, for each linear expression that we add, we're going to be doing this two different ways. We're going to be doing it with the Algeblocks, and we'll also be doing it numerically, because, unfortunately, we can't walk around with a bag of Algeblocks our whole life, but it does help us to visualize the expression and what we're doing. So the expression we've been giving is 2x plus 3 in parentheses plus x plus 4 in parentheses. Okay? We're going to try this first with Algeblocks. When you model with Algeblocks, okay, there are 3 total steps. First, we have to model each expression. Then step 2 is to combine like blocks. And then the third and final step is to write your simplified expression. Okay, so to do this, make sure you have your bag of Algeblocks and Algeblocks Basic Mat, and make sure you have your camera open to take pictures of your work. So, we're going to start by modeling 2x plus 3, okay, and also x plus 4. I'm going to pull up my camera, and so you can see we've got our Algeblocks, a little bit. We've got our Algeblocks Basic Mat here. Okay, I'm first going to model 2x plus 3. So remember, our yellow blocks here represent x. So I'm going to put 2 of those in the positive section, along with 3 green cubes to model my plus 3. Okay, I'm also going to model x plus 4. So I'm going to put another yellow x block here. Okay, plus 4 green blocks. Okay, so at the top here I've got 2x plus 3 showing, and the bottom here I've got x plus 4. So I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of that, and then we're going to drop that into GoodNotes. All right, we can see that step 2 is to combine like blocks. So let's go back to our algeblocks. And what we're going to do is go ahead and combine like blocks. Since they're all in the positive section, we can just go ahead and combine all our x's together. Okay. And go ahead and combine all of our green cubes together. All right, and again, we're going to take a picture. And drop that into GoodNotes. Okay. And then the last step, remember, is to write that simplified expression. So I can see here that I have modeled 3x plus 7. Okay, and that's my simplified expression. Now we're going to try the same expression numerically. Okay, when you're adding linear expressions, the first step is to just go ahead and remove those parentheses. So I'm going to rewrite my expression without my parentheses. So 2x plus 3 plus x plus 4. The next thing we're going to do is color code our like terms. Yes, color coding is back. Get excited. I know I'm excited. Okay? All right. So we're going to go ahead and color code 2x and x. All right. Pick a new color. We're going to color code 3 and 4. And then go ahead and combine those like terms. So 2x plus another x gives us 3x. And then 3 plus 4 gets us 7. So again, our simplified expression is 3x plus 7. So you can see here we get the same final answer no matter what method we use, so we know we did it right.
Okay, I know that was a short introduction, but please go ahead now and complete the note check for part 1.